since Chubbs took your alley.
That's crazy, right?
I don't play with y'all no more, bro. I ain't hooping with y'all no more.
That's crazy, man. Welcome back to another
Y'all
episode.
pass the ball.
Welcome back to another episode of hdsportspod podcast. My name is Dwayne. Here are my guys Chubb, Smooth, and Joe. In this episode, we'll be providing you guys with the greatest, and I mean the greatest, mid-season NBA tier list, discussing All-Star Weekend, and many more, man. Before we get started, a few housekeeping things. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on this episode. More importantly, follow us everywhere at hdsportspod. Smooth, why are you no longer playing 2K with the gang? Let the people know why.
They don't pass the ball, man. I never been on a team to which, you wide open standing in the corner, you don't get the ball. You play point guard, you don't get to bring the ball up court. The big one act like he damn Joker, and now Kyrie actually think he Kyrie. It's crazy, people put the 99, the layups on 99 so they can do a spam scoop.
Hey, I'm fucking cash though.
So I'm better off grinding solo in the
first minute in the podcast.
Hold on. I'm better off grinding by myself.
You don't even grind. You stay at a 92. You don't even go up.
I like playing in the G League. You know what I'm saying? Getting into my purple status.
For the people that don't know, can you explain the G League to them, man?
G League, hey, for all you non-2K, I ain't a 2K head, but if you didn't know, if you don't put your player up past the 92, you will not play against players in the rec whose ratings are higher than 92, making the game much more fun, in my experience, playing 2K, instead of playing with, 99s all the time, no 40s. It's no fun. It's no fun. That's why people stop playing the game.
Fun?
And it's not fun. It's not fun.
What's not fun about playing?
I'll say it's more fun than playing with y'all, but
that is crazy. we got to fix this relationship tonight.
I agree in some capacity. I do be selfish sometimes, but the one thing I do agree with most on, last night, and what it was always said about me when I played center, don't dribble the basketball. I seen my center go coast to coast about 4 times yet last night.
A lot of times. He does it often. We can all agree that of us for I'm the least selfish player. I'm selfless. I'm a team player. I don't care about stats.
Problem is everybody trying to get their own buckets. We don't play the team.
But that's just me.
Ever.
So I wish you all well.
I don't like the way y'all speak it because I don't ever play that way. Okay.
Crazy.
Joe, I seen some times where you
I witnessed my point guard Joey 2 live 305 over here at 2 assists in the game, shooting on 1 for 15.
I had 2 assists because I had to drop 40 because y'all was being trash. If y'all being trash, I gotta drop 40 so we can win. What we be?
We only take 5 shots a game. I only take 5 shots a game. That's pretty good. But that's just me.
That's crazy.
This is crazy because there's been games in a row where I played. There have been nights where I took a total of 5 shots in the night. So I just think that's kind of crazy. To live with selfish.
You clean up on the boards, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a clean.
So
that means you got to find a different way to impact the game.
Yeah, I'll make watch.
If you're playing point guard, you have to establish your presence on the court. All right. If you're not establishing your presence, it's not our fault, DL. It's not our fault.
I think he's gonna be playing with AI.
You really want to tell the people what drew the last straw? You threw a self alley and someone stole it from you.
Hold on. To my credit, to my defense, what were we trying to do at that point in the game? Wayne kept on saying,
we were definitely trying to do it. Ali. I threw an alley,
double triangle,
to throw another alley. But I was upset he didn't take it and didn't do anything with it. On top of y'all not passing the ball.
It was hilarious, bro. That shit was hilarious.
I don't know how you get the ball all the time, DL. You just don't shoot.
He don't be shooting. He don't be shooting, man. He don't be shooting. It's nasty work, but then blame us, man. All right, man. Before we get 2K left, There was a supposed trade that the Warriors were trying to make during the trade deadline in which LeBron James ended up with Steph Curry. First, I want everybody to give me their thoughts on this and then tell me what would have been the talking points if this would have went down.
I think
amazing.
I think LeBron and Curry have been low key like trying to play with each other for a few years now, but they only get to do it in the All-Star week. Like LeBron's talked about wanting to play with Curry, but
Bron did say no to this trade.
But he's talked about it though, about wanting to play with Curry one day, maybe, but it's probably highly unlikely. So I don't think Bron doesn't want to leave the Lakers. That's why he said no.
No.
Bron said no to that trade for one reason,
and that team was terrible too.
Because the Lakers,
why, Joey?
Because the Lakers said they was gonna get they don't mind getting Bronny.
Just to keep.
They said that. You think they said that?
They said they don't mind getting Bronny. They don't mind getting him. They didn't say they're gonna get him. They said they don't mind getting him.
I don't know. Crazy.
Let me tell you why LeBron did that shit. LeBron knows if he would have went to Golden State, he would have eliminated himself from the GOAT talks. That's what would have happened. He would have been eliminated from the GOAT talks. They would have said you went and joined. It wouldn't have been as bad as KD, but if say you went and joined the guy who beat you twice or three times in the finals.
He beat him twice. I don't think
three times. 2015 and then back to back with KD.
Yeah, 3 times. You're right. 3 times.
It would have been disgusting. The narrative would have been nasty. He would have further eliminated himself. One thing I would say, Draymond is going to try to win any way he can. That boy is a master recruiter. He was trying to text Braun, call Braun. He was trying to do everything he can, him and Mike Dunleavy. But Rich Paul said, no, we ain't doing that. It ain't going down like that. And I think that's why they said no to that. It's because they know if say Steph never beat LeBron and Steph never had a championship, Braun would have went over there and joined him. But because he lost to this guy 3 times, there's no way in hell Braun could go play with him.
Because that's who LeBron's dynasty really came against, like, you know what I'm saying, or failed.
But he also beat Curry. You know, so it's not like
he. I feel like Bron established himself more so in Miami than he did in Cleveland when he had to Curry in his championship runs, and Curry got the better of that, series.
Well,
and I'm not saying LeBron wasn't a better player, but obviously winning.
Everybody want to talk about what Bron did for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was some gangster. He was like, that's some OG stuff. Like, I go back to my team and say, we're gonna bring a championship here. Did it, and then you go to 4 straight finals. We can't. Like, I'm not mad at that because when we look at the teams they lost, you're like, bro, yeah, bro, you lost a KD, Curry, Clay. Like, I understand that. The first time losing, it was like, damn, bro. And then the second time, the first time he lost, he didn't have anybody. Those guys was hurt. The second time he went, he beat them. He's like, and then that's why those guys doubled up on getting KD. So I think it's time that Cavaliers solidified him to the point like, yo, we're scared of this guy. We got to go get the next best player to play with the best 3-point shooter to beat him. All this for LeBron. That's what everybody was saying. All of this for LeBron. That's what everybody was saying. So I think he did solidify himself over there. I don't think it's that deep about his career, why he said no. I think it was pretty simple. I think it was like, I don't think it was that deep. It's like, oh, I'm going to mess up my goal. I think if Bron wants to go play with Curry, I don't think that would mess up his ticket.
You don't think the media narrative would have ruined his GOAT status?
Ruin his GOAT status? No. Would they talk about it? Yes. That would probably be the best basketball we've seen in a long time.
I don't think it would hurt him at all.
Yeah, I don't think it would hurt
because especially this is why.
I couldn't really.
He's in year 20.
It's year 20, and look where Golden State is right now. If he were to somehow make that team better and then make a playoff run, how does that hurt him?
They're
number 10 right now.
Oh, serious. Brown probably win a ring again before Curry would. I feel like
He has a better team right now.
Yeah, Braun definitely has a better exactly. So if Braun leaves,
I feel like even if Braun were to go to State, like they would have to give up a lot anyway. So I don't know.
But
They would
I think
definitely
Golden State was probably giving up Andrew Wiggins, Klay
the
Thompson,
whole
and probably Kuminga. Those are the three big ones. I think that would have been in that trade.
I mean, that's fine. I'll give up those 3 guys and some picks.
And picks. That's what I think it would have been. It's
I
not.
would
Wouldn't
give
been. It wasn't Draymond, and it wasn't Curry.
You can't give up Draymond.
You think LeBron was going to Golden State with Klay gone?
I think Klay would have been involved in that trade.
Wayne, why does he need Klay?
Klay would have to go, bro.
He
Klay
has
would have to
Steph
go.
Curry. He don't need Klay.
That's a whole lot to give up.
It looked like him and Klay kind of beefing right now anyway. So
He don't need Klay, man.
Klay,
Klay just dropped buckets last night.
off the bench.
Yeah, he did, but he's been getting a lot of.
Somebody said he purposely has to be on the bench so he could drop 30 on the bum bench players.
I'm dead. No, he did ask to be benched though. He did ask to be benched because he just wasn't playing well.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think Klay's just going through a rough patch right now.
Rough patch. It's been a long patch.
Rough patch. 2 years.
Well, I mean, bro, he's been hurt, bro.
It's been
2 year rough patch. That's
Yeah,
a long
yeah.
ass rough patch.
Achilles.
That's a long ass rough
Do
patch.
we not
Achilles
remember?
and ACLs are killers for
Do we
basketball
not
players.
remember how Paul George
Yeah, it
was
is.
after he came back his surgery? We was calling Paul George trash for almost 2 years.
But Paul
And now
George,
we're looking at
But listen, but Paul George broke a bone.
his man tore his Achilles, bro.
Oh, that too. Yeah, he did. But okay. But here's my here to that caveat. Paul George probably trains way different than Klay. Klay is not training like Paul George. Klay has never had the balance of Paul George. None of that. So
I get
obviously,
that.
Paul George's game is going to look a little different when he tears his Achilles.
But
Klay's game
bro,
got devastated because the one Klay's speed wasn't he wasn't quick to begin with.
Yeah, but Klay it was also a spot up shooter, but also at the same time when you tear your
You gotta
Achilles
be able to
in
move side to
basketball,
side. It's
tearing your Achilles
one
in
of the terrible
basketball
injuries, if
is
not the
one of
worst.
the worst injuries you can have, man. So like that's hard for anybody to come back. So I think we gotta give him some slack, bro. Give him some slack.
How many years you gonna give him?
He got till next year.
I think this is it.
I said he got till next year, man. He got till next year.
This year is it.
For me to
What
say
this year is it for what? Klay?
If he don't get traded, this is the last season he's gonna be on the Golden State Warriors.
No, he's a free agent. He's a free agent. He's gone.
Yeah,
He's gone. He's not coming back.
I was speaking on a level of me, like, oh, is Klay still valuable on the court? Like for me, he still is, and he got till next year to prove that, right? So, until like, because right now, if they would trade Klay, I would definitely take him on the Heat. I will take Klay on the Heat.
I'll be real. He's probably starters on not non-contending teams, but I don't think he's a starter on the contending teams anymore. I think he's a 6th, 7th man from here on out in his career. If he's on a real team.
I hope his value dropped that low so we can get him.
I'm being serious. I think he's a 6th or 7th man off the bench if he was on a contender.
All right.
For real.
He would come to the Heat to rejuvenate the career.
He's just going to be his rest of the career if he's still playing. I mean, it's just going to be a shooter. Shoot the ball.
Every bro.
Kyle Korver roll.
We want everybody to
Kyle Korver roll.
Go try out. We gotta see.
Yeah, I hate you. I hate Miami.
Yeah, I mean, because we win. I get it.
No. I don't give a fuck. You win. It's the come to Miami. Hey, put this guy in a jersey. Put this guy in a jersey. Put this guy in a jersey. We want him.
That man, Jimmy G took steroids and still was ass. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's why they only gave him 2 games because he was terrible.
Yeah, that shit ain't helping.
They're like, how you get performance-enhancing drugs and get worse?
He got suspended for 2 games for steroids.
Oh.
That's porn star Jimmy.
All right, man. The next thing I want to get to is the Lakers supposedly looking to get another star, and a lot of people are hinting that it may be Trae Young. What are your thoughts on Trae Young to the Lakers? Is it a good fit? What do you guys think they would have to give up in order to get him?
Is Trae Young a free agent?
No, trade. It'll have to be a trade. Trae Young or Donovan Mitchell. Which one of those two would you prefer first?
For who? For Bron? Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell. I mean, Trae Young will bring. It's kind of that same type of feeling you had when Kyrie was playing with LeBron, but I think Donovan Mitchell, because still, it doesn't matter. Year 20, Bron is still year 21. It's going to be next year. I think Bron still needs the ball in his hand.
If you're going to compare,
and Trae Young also needs the ball in his hand. This man is averaging a double-double. So I don't think there's enough room for stardom on that team for Trae Young.
I got a question for y'all, because this is the perfect comparison. If you're calling Trae Kyrie, would you rather have Bron?
I didn't call Trae Kyrie.
Well, you said Kyrie like. That's what you said, basically.
That same type of kind of player that LeBron had with Kyrie. Yeah.
Right. In that way, would you rather have that type or the Donovan Mitchell that people have compared to like a Dwayne Wade?
I said Donovan Mitchell, so I'd rather have.
Well, I'm saying, yeah. So you're saying if you had to pick between Dwayne Wade and Kyrie in those runs, you're saying compare him with Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
So all right. So I'm agree. Donovan Mitchell, I think, is the better fit for Bron because he does a little bit more in the basketball game than Trae Young. I think he plays better defense. He does.
He does, but Trae Young is averaging a double.
I know he can shoot the hell out the ball. And the thing is, Trae Young's a 1 and Donovan's a 2.
That is true. They have a 2, which is Reeves, which they like.
He will no longer be there if somebody gets traded.
I'm just saying they like him. They really like him.
I personally, I think Trae Young will be the better fit for the Lakers. Like you said, Joey, Trae Young averages a double-double. Pick and roll with Anthony Davis and Trae Young would be crazy. LeBron doesn't have to have the ball in his hands, but he can play. He can serve as an ISO player as well as a role on defense. Obviously, Trae Young isn't, a defensive player, but I think adding Donovan Mitchell would, bring another star. Not necessarily someone to get theirs, but take more of a individual player, ISO player on offense. I think Donovan Mitchell's better. Don't get me wrong, but just with that group, depending on who they would have to give up, they get Trae Young. Definitely have to give up Russell. I would keep Reed. I'm looking at the guard position, so
who's the better player
between the two?
Well, I heard he just said Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
I'm on the fence.
Donovan Mitchell, better player.
I'm on the fence.
Donovan Mitchell is the better player.
I mean, yeah, I'm still on the fence though. He might be.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that way a little bit, but Trae Young, when the man is healthy, the man is a problem.
Yeah, I think Trae Young will have a higher peak than Donovan Mitchell. I mean, unless you consider just scoring 70 like the peak of Donovan Mitchell's career, then no. But Trae Young's still young, and he still has if he gets to play on a good team, get some help, definitely compete for a ring for Donovan Mitchell. That's just my opinion, but I don't know what they would have to give up. Wins, it would be a lot.
I think Donovan Mitchell is better than Trae Young. I think it would be better fit for the defensive purposes. Trae Young does give effort, but he's just an ultimate mismatch when you look at it. So, in my opinion, I would prefer Donovan Mitchell, and I also think he's way better off the ball than Trae Young is. He's a slashing threat. He could catch and shoot. I would prefer Donovan Mitchell for them. All right. Let's get to the tier list, fellas. Let's get to the tier list, man.
Tier.
So this is going to be a different type of tier list than we usually do. So usually the way we do it is, we go as a group. We go as pick one go. Now for this tier list, we have to agree on everything. So no end of the day, we're gonna have to agree and plead our cases. So the tiers are title favorites, true contenders, possible contenders, playoff team, play-in team, lottery.
/ throw them away. Put the Wizards in there.
All right, man. I'll wait for Joey to get back. But yeah, so I'm just going to find title favorites. People that we say these teams can win the title. True contenders. Teams we consider. When I say title favorites, that means we expect. So there should only be 2 teams in this tier, right? Teams that, in my opinion, that we say they're the title favorites. They're the title favorite in the West. They're the title favorite in the East.
Let's get a final 4. Okay, let's get 2 in the
Yeah,
West.
we can't
That's
say.
Come on.
All right, so final 4, and then true
That's
contenders.
basically predicting our championship teams by putting 2 in there.
And then we got true contenders. People we say truly. These are teams that we truly believe that can be in the Western Conference Finals. Truly believe. Possible contenders, teams that can get to the finals, but they need everything to go right. Playoff teams, I mean, this teams are just going to play, they're going to lose. Playing team that we're thinking just playing teams and we're not taking them seriously. And lottery is obviously teams that won't make the playoffs that should be battling it out in the lottery. All right. The first team on the list, and this is currently constructed, currently as is, right?
What do you mean currently as is? Like
currently at how the team is currently. So someone's injured, they're injured. And then they probably won't if it's a possibility that their best, like for example, the 76ers are the first team. We're going to consider Joel Embiid not being in the playoffs because there's a high chance he's not going to be there in the playoffs.
Okay.
Philadelphia 76ers.
If he's not in the playoffs, they're just playing. They're hanging around in the playoffs.
I'll put playoff team. That's my vote.
If he's not playing, they're a playoff team.
I would put playoff team as well. I agree.
I agree with that as well.
Throw them away.
Washington Wizards. I think we all agree. Lottery.
Throw them away.
Yes, sir.
Relocate back
Make
to
a run for
Baltimore.
play. Chill. Let's talk.
Let's talk.
Talk about what?
Talk about what, DL? Get out of here.
Talking about
You can talk about how they get back to the Bullets.
Atlanta Hawks.
Relevant.
a play-in. I say play-in for them.
Yeah, I say play-in. They're hovering around that 10th seed right now they're 10th right now. So yeah, they're around that play-in.
I say play-in. I think they're gonna do a little bit better.
I agree. I do believe they're playing. I think that's probably the only round that will remain. The Atlanta Hawks. Cleveland Cavaliers.
I have them as true contenders.
I have them as possible contenders.
I have them as true contenders as well. So let's stop here. Let's discuss. Smoog and Joey, why are they possible contenders?
I think that the Cavaliers team is missing a piece. That I don't, and I'll be honest, I don't know what that piece is. I just, when I watch that team play basketball, they're good right now in the regular season, but when I watch that team play basketball, I'm kind of getting the same feeling from last year. Like, yeah, you guys are really good, but how good are you going to be in the playoffs? I think, and so I think depending on who they play, is a possibility they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I feel like if they run into the Celtics, it's going to be a tough game for them in the first round. And for me, possible contenders is like you can make it to the second and probably go to game 7. And so for me, I just like, I don't know. I think there's some pieces there. I don't think they're all put together to be a championship team. But that's just for me. That's just me.
So I'm gonna go. I've been liking what JB Bickerstaff has been doing with this team. He's been staggering at Garland and Donovan Mitchell minutes. Same thing with Evan Mobley, Jared Allen minutes, mainly because they have 2 big towers, but both of them really don't shoot. But Evan Mobley is a really good passer. I do agree with you that I do think they are missing a piece, which is a 3-and-D guy. That's what they're missing. They're missing a 3-and-D wing guy, but they still have one of the best defenses in the league still. And I've been more impressed with what they've been doing because Garland and Evan Mobley were hurt for the better part of their last stretch. I believe they're 15 of 17 in their last 15 wins, 2 losses in their last 17 games. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they're not. They're 9 and they just lost. They were 9-1 the last 10
so
games. They
They're
just
going
lost.
crazy.
so they're 15 out of 17 in the last game. But you kind of moved me when you're saying like, yo, they need things to go right for them to get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I like that roster. I always preach that they got like to go far
If the
in the
season
playoffs.
ended today,
You got to have depth.
If the season ended today, they would be playing the Heat.
I just think they.
And that's my thing. I think
they match
my
up
thing
well
is
against everybody.
but I feel like they jumped to the number 2 spot because
Except for
of
the three.
A lot of unfortunate circumstances.
Exactly.
The
Embiid
76ers
getting hurt.
lost Embiid.
The Bucks firing their coach and
the Doc Rivers situation. I mean,
The Knicks-
don't get me
the
wrong. I
Knicks
think
end
they'll
up-
make playoffs. The Knicks are actually, gaining weight. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're actually we're number 10 and they're top 5, top 6. So
they're top. They're 3. The Knicks are 4. I'm sorry, 4.
Knicks are 4. Oh yeah. So yeah, there you go. But
they were on a win streak and then they end up started losing again.
Yeah. I think the Cavs will ultimately end up making the playoffs at that 4th or 5th seed. I think the Bucks will get it together. And hopefully if Joel Embiid can come back, and even the Pacers can make a little run toward, after All-Star weekend. I think they'll be finding themselves in a similar position that they did last year, honestly. But I think, like I said, they're possible contenders. They can make a run. I think they're better than last year. But like you said, they are missing a piece or two that can't get them over the hump. But my prediction for the Eastern Conference Final does not include them being in there. So yeah.
Charles, you have any final thing to say before we come to a final conclusion?
No, I don't got nothing to say.
I think with the fact that we do believe that they're missing some pieces, they do have to have things go right. I'm okay with putting them in the possible contender tier.
Cool.
Detroit Pistons.
Lottery.
Indiana Pacers.
Playoff team.
I had them as a playoff team as well, which means I could see them in the first round and then losing in the first round. They can get lucky and maybe win a game, but I will never consider them the Pacers just to the way they do play clutch defense, but they don't play defense on a consistent basis throughout the game for me to believe that they are a possible contender. So I say they're a playoff team.
If they didn't make that
They're
trade,
very young over there too.
And if they didn't make that trade, they may be in a better position than what they are now. I feel like.
You don't like the Siakam trade.
I'm not gonna say I don't like it, but when you get a star, or someone like Siakam, you give away multiple pieces, and some teams need multiple pieces. The Pacers like a team, much like I'm not gonna say like the Knicks, but a team that don't really got a star, they play better. They tend to play better. I've always said that. That's my belief. So adding Siakam.
I mean, Halliburton is becoming a
star. He's going into his role. He was hurt as well, so he was hurt for.
He came back. He's back now. He's back.
Yeah, now he's back. So I don't know. That's why I said I would have put him in the possible contenders before a few things happened this season. So yeah, I can go with playoff team, because
Charles.
It's all about matchups, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah, no.
But. And I'm just looking at what they've gone through this year. And
if the playoffs started today, they would play the Bucks. They have beaten the Bucks.
And they've beaten the Bucks. And they've beaten a Philly team with Embiid.
A 7-game series is different than 1 game.
I believe that
you get to know each other.
They have swept the Bucks this year.
They have. How many games they played? 3?
Yeah.
I'm on the type of time in that if the Pacers get hot, they're a team that just needs to get hot, and they could possibly win more than 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah. They beat the Bucks 5 times this year.
And they've beaten the
5
Sixers.
times.
I think they split with the Sixers.
They played them in November, then they played them in the semifinal of the
Oh,
NBA
okay.
And they
Midseason
played.
tournament.
They split with the
You
Heat
don't play
right now.
5 times.
They lost to the Celtics twice, but they play them one more time. So I mean, I don't know. This team just is.
Well, they could be the sleeper of the East.
They could be. That's what I'm saying because you got Halliburton that's just been going.
Would you say they're on the same tier as the Cavs?
Yeah.
I see. I disagree with that.
No,
I disagree.
no.
I disagree with that. I don't think they're on the same tier as the Cavs.
They're a player missing as well.
I think there are a couple players missing.
Yeah, I think a couple missing.
So.
I think they also
Defense
need to add to
makes
their.
up for it, man.
I think they need to add to their bench as well.
Like I said, as it
that team needs
stands,
work,
they're only a couple games back if we're looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're only a couple games back. We can see the East shift in the last few months, or the last month or so before the playoffs start. And that 4th, 5th, 6th seed, I feel like is going to change between those teams.
I think they're going to fuck around and fall down to the play-in. That's me.
Because you're so.
I can see.
I mean, if y'all
3-1
playoff team, then I'm out of anyway. But I think they can win games.
I think they can win games in the playoffs too. I think they're a hard first round out. That's what I think they are. They're a hard first round out. Make it a 6 to 7 game series.
The Cavs last year.
I think in the offseason they're gonna get some more pieces, and next year we're gonna be talking about them being possible contenders.
You got them above. Do we want to put them before Philly or after?
They're before Philly if Embiid's not playing, and they beaten Philly with Embiid.
I agree with that too.
Yeah,
with Embiid. So
I agree with that. It's cool.
All right, next one: Milwaukee Bucks.
Frauds.
True contenders.
Frauds.
I feel like with the caliber of players on their team
Frauds.
and where their record is, I'm just so mad they hired Doc Rivers.
And that is why they're possible contenders and not true contenders. When you have Doc Rivers plus Dame, no defense. Brook Lopez playing terrible.
He hates
Bobby Portis playing bad.
Dame is shooting.
There's not good. They haven't been good. Dame's not playing as well offensively, not playing as well defensively. And we don't trust Doc Rivers in the playoffs. That's why I had them as possible contenders. We all know how great Giannis is. But at the same time, a lot of good players couldn't overcome Doc Rivers. It took 3 Hall of Famers to do that. And they don't got 3 Hall of Famers over there.
They got 2.
You need 3. And the Celtics really had 4 because they had Rondo. Yeah. I just don't trust Doc. I don't trust him to make the right decisions. They just lost to the Grizzlies G League team.
Bro, that was embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
That's why I think that they could switch. I mean, that's why I think that the possible contenders are Indiana, because I think they go beat them. I think Milwaukee's fraud.
I think they're a tier above Indiana, but not 2 tiers above Indiana.
I have to agree, man.
I'm gonna say they're a playoff team.
Yo, tell us why they're true contenders.
They're a
playoff all the reasons.
He said why they're true contenders.
You just got
possible contenders.
They just gotta get a click in. I feel like Doc Rivers does suck. I mean, I don't really trust him with the playoffs either. But I mean, Giannis, Dame, Lopez, they just got a gritty team. Obviously they got Drew Holiday, but they replaced with. They don't got Pat Bev. Who don't take on? Got Dame, obviously, but
they got Pat Bev.
They do got Pat Bev now.
They got Pat Bev.
Yeah. So they still got a gritty team. And like you said, they got Giannis. We all know his greatness. The X factor is definitely Doc Rivers. But I mean, if we're putting teams in tiers right now, I mean, there aren't too many teams that are above the Bucks.
Bro, the X factor being your coach is crazy.
It's yeah, so I mean that's just my case. I mean, I see why, everything else said, but like I just flip it, and if they get it clicking, every shooter shoots bad at some point in their career. They go through a slump, but you argue that Dame's one of the best point guards in the league, so yeah, we'll see.
And even though he has had a down year, he still has game winners this year. He's still doing Dame things. It's just that I think that offense he's not gelling with that offense as we thought he would. I kind of expected this a little bit because this offense was just, they needed a shooter like Dame so bad. I felt like he was going to take more shots and probably miss more because there's a new offense he's running, right? Yeah. And he's really let's be real, he's really the only shooter on that team. Like,
they don't have what they had last year, you know. So it's going to take time when you have multiple stars on it. It takes away from, you know, what you try to accomplish as an offense or how you're trying to accomplish it. I guess more so. It's a lot of individual. Like I was just thinking about the Dallas. But yeah, what y'all want to put him in? What y'all want to put him in?
Possible.
I think we all agree that they're possible contenders.
Obviously, in front of the Cavs, well, because they have a better record than the Cavs.
No, the Cavs have a better record.
No, they don't.
Cavs have the better record.
Do they?
Cavs are the
two.
Oh, they do. I don't know why I read Bucks having that number one. My fault. Celtics.
I mean, but do we really think that they're?
No, we don't. We'll put them in front of the Cavs. All right, the Toronto Raptors.
Lottery. They're not playing. I don't think they're making shit.
Yes, I agree, Chubbs. Lottery.
The talk of the lottery teams.
Yeah,
the Dallas Mavericks. I'm going to start off and say possible contenders. I think things have to go the right way in order for them to make some noise. I do think they can get to the second round and make it a tough match for anybody. Right now, they are currently.
What? They're hot right now. They're 7-3 last 10 games.
7 seed right now. I feel like they could find a way to get to that 6 seed, but I don't think they want to play the Clippers. Maybe Luka does. Maybe he wants to finally get over that hump. But I think they prefer to stay in the 7 seed because I think they can beat the Thunder in a 7-game series pretty easily, in my opinion. So I have them as possible contenders.
I can agree.
Luka and Kyrie, the Daniel Gafford trade, the PJ Washington trade, they look immense. They look like a better team, and that's the reason why they're hot. So
they are looking like a better team. I'm gonna just go off the limb here, man. I honestly think they're true contenders, but I'm
on the fence, Joe.
I wanted to go there too.
I think they're true contenders. That trade was actually huge. I don't know if y'all saw their first game there. They had a great game, bro. They had a great game. So I think that added a new dynamic to that team. Kyrie is gelling. Luka is gelling. You know what's crazy? When we talked about this last year, then I said I think this could work. I was like, those two guys together, I think that can work, and it is, and it's working right now. Maybe because they didn't have the certain pieces to put around them that we didn't see it right away. But once you put those pieces around those guys, bro, and also I got a Luka. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is gonna sound crazy what I'm saying to you. Luka is that guy. You always have to give him a chance. He's always.
That's not crazy. That's why because really, actually, if this was any other team that didn't have Luka, we would be saying they're a playoff team. But because it's Luka, I'm giving them the grace of possible contenders.
Yeah, not true contenders.
I can live with possible. I think they're true, but I can live with possible.
All right.
Dio's like, whoa. Too much. All right. Where do we want to put them on the possible contender list?
In front of both teams, in my opinion. But
Smooth.
Right,
I like it right there. I like.
I don't hate that either. But
because I was going to say,
because it's easy. I think it's the road in the West is way harder, like to get out there. So
right now it's going to be a part of mine. I was like, a lot of these things got the same record, so we'll see how those was.
Next team, Denver Nuggets.
I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead, Chad.
playoff team.
What?
Wait, what?
What? That's not what I thought she was gonna say.
I did not. That's not what I thought he was gonna say either. Tell me why they're a playoff team.
I don't know. They just don't give me that same feeling from last year.
They give me the same feeling they did last year.
I don't.
They was gonna win, and they won.
But I'm saying I don't think they're gonna do that again. Like I honestly think they could lose the first round. I really could believe that.
I'm not crazy, Chris. I mean, I'm not really like opening my eyes.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, obviously Joker's great.
Hey, Nuggets not turning no heads.
Guys, it's the Nuggets.
But again,
nobody cares about Denver. So,
I mean, I'm the only
Bro,
person.
I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not entertaining this playoff team shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not entertaining that.
I think they're a playoff team. If not, they're possible, but they're not going higher than that.
Bro, they're true contenders.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I'm really on the title favorite side.
That's what I'm saying.
At the least.
I mean,
I mean,
they're the champions. The reason why I'm okay putting them in true contenders down from the title favorites because their bench isn't as good as it was last year.
Correct.
No one has been able to step up and produce that Bruce Brown role. Their starting five is amazing, but their bench, Chris Brown, Payne Watson, they still got young people that are trying to find a mold with. But Reggie Jackson, but we know their starter's probably gonna play 35 minutes.
Guys, I want y'all to think about one thing though. They lost those key pieces that helped them win a championship, and they are fourth in the West.
And they're currently
they're
3 games back from one.
But remember last year they were on a losing streak around this time?
And like teams that are ahead of them too, like they're still young teams. I don't put them in the playoffs. The teams that are ahead of them, I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, that's the only reason why I can agree with y'all by putting them anything higher because they're the Nuggets, and then we see the same thing from them last year. But they, like you said, they only got a starting five. They gave rid of a lot of. Their
I don't know, man.
But I want y'all to think though. Their starting five is better than the Suns' starting five. Is better than the.
Are they all right? So question. Let's go.
That might be it.
Hold on. I'm trying to think of the team.
Hold on. We're gonna go through it right now.
Five is better than.
Is he? Are they? Is their roster better than the Timberwolves roster?
Then the who?
The roster isn't bad, but the way they play, their starting five is the best starting five per metrics in the NBA.
All right, but I'm asking 7-game series, everybody. 7-game series.
Taking the
series.
Are the Nuggets beating the Timberwolves?
Are the Nuggets beating the Timberwolves in the 7-game series? I got game 6 Nuggets.
All right, Thunder. I think Thunder's beating them. No, I don't believe that. Nope.
Sweet.
Clippers.
Sweet. That's the only team I think that could beat them.
They're not sweeping the Thunder.
There's that. The Clippers are the only team I think could beat them in the West.
Clippers and maybe the Lakers. Clippers and maybe Lakers.
Sweep.
They sweeping the Clippers?
No, not the Clippers. Not the Clippers. No, the Clippers. Average. I think the Clippers could actually beat the Nuggets. So that's the only time I believe y'all.
I cannot believe y'all said they're going to sweep.
They're sweep.
They're sweeping OKC.
That's crazy.
Check. Whatever hospital is nearest to the arena in OKC, that's what Check's going to.
That's going to be the biggest mismatch we're going to see in NBA if they play.
Let's see what they got right now.
That's it,
bro. Right now, the Oklahoma's winning the series.
That's not a 7-game series though.
They're up on them 3-1 this year.
That's it.
It's not 7 games straight.
In the playoffs.
Don't care. It's not a sweep. It's not a sweep.
Hey, listen.
It's not a sweep.
Guys, we always talk about the regular season.
How many games? How many games do you think this shit's going, Chubbs?
OKC is winning in 6 games.
Let's remember this.
I'm clipping this. This is going to be a clip. OKC will.
Because I feel like they will play OKC.
OKC is going to win in 6 games. It's not going to be a Nuggets sweep.
All right.
I think it'll be a sweep, but the Nuggets definitely win this series, bro.
Easily.
MVP shy.
I think the sweep's happening.
The sweep. They just want the Lakers with Bron and AD. You think they get a sweep shot and check?
They're not
What are we
sleeping.
talking about?
They're not sleeping.
What are we talking about?
They're not sleeping.
They ran through the West last year.
Whatever. What's quicker than a sweep? That's what it's gonna be.
They go vacuum.
I got faith. I got faith in them. They 3-1 in the series. I got faith in them.
And the Magic beat the Celtics 4 times last year. They ain't make the playoffs.
Oh, hey, are we comparing them to the Thunder? Are we really doing that?
Oh, all right, where we putting them?
The Nuggets. I'm gonna say true contender, man.
Hanging around.
That's what I'm gonna say. What you got, DL?
True contender.
I'm gonna say possible.
Okay, whatever.
I got
possible. I got possible of anything.
Bro, they're true, bro. As the champions, we gotta put them in true contenders, bro.
It's not fair, bro. We got rock, paper, scissors, bro. Something.
No, hold on. Listen to me. They're the defending champions. They're still the 4th seed in the West. And Jamal Murray hasn't played every game of the season.
That's we already knew that. We already knew he was going to do that. That never do.
Right. Everything we say they just lost, and they're still the 4th seed in the West.
But that is facts, man. That is facts. I mean, look what.
And a week ago, 2 weeks ago, they were the 2nd seed in the West. So like,
that is correct.
Don't forget, I said that the Thunder can win the title this year. Don't forget. I got them going. I said that going conference championship, if you remember.
They play. Let me tell you right now. They Mavericks in the first round. They're going home at 5. Right. They play the Mavericks in the first. You will see Luka average 40. I guarantee you.
You're so disrespectful.
Second
team in the West, and you're disrespectful.
Grizzlies, lottery team.
Lottery. I'm gonna put them in front of Detroit or Washington. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
How you guys feel about this team right now, guys?
Playoff team.
Y'all are the number 1 team in the West is a playoff team.
That's how you guys
feel. Hey, the number 2 team in the West is going to get swept.
They're hot right now. I mean,
the number 2 team going to get swept.
They're hot right now.
They've been hot all season.
I got a question. You trust them?
The lowest we can put them as possible contenders, guys. Let's be realistic. We all know they're possible contenders.
I don't trust them, though.
That's crazy.
I don't trust them.
Where you got them? Where you got them, Joe?
Why do you have them in playoff team? I want to know.
I got them possible contenders.
Lakers first round, bro. They're going home, bro. We all know this. We know.
Do we?
They play the Lakers the first round. They're going home.
Y'all don't think so? Y'all think Bron loses to Anthony Edwards in the first round?
No. I think that's actually a bad matchup for the Lakers.
I was like, how good y'all think the Lakers are?
They about to put the Lakers in title favorites. I know what they're about to do.
How
true
good
contenders.
y'all think the Lakers are, bro?
The Lakers are true contenders. This is
about what happened last year, right? We talking about what happened last year. The Lakers were playing a team last year. The Lakers make the Western Conference Finals. They got swept by your team, obviously the Nuggets, but still, they were bad last year. We see what they did in the playoffs, and against a young team like the Timberwolves.
They played who they played in the Lakers played Steph Curry in the second round. And we remember that, and we saw who was only on that team that was actually playing basketball for the Warriors. It was Steph Curry, right? And then who they played in the first round?
They played.
I'm talking about the Lakers being ass in the regular season, making the playoffs, and making a run. That's all I'm talking about.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about that run.
The Lakers played the Grizzlies in the first round.
They beat the Grizzlies,
and a lot of people in the Grizzlies beating them because they were saying the Lakers trash. Well, the Lakers,
but the Grizzlies don't have that big lineup, bro. They got a big lineup. Like AD dominated that Grizzlies team.
The Grizzlies were favorites last year, I thought.
They were not the favorites.
They had a great team, Wayne. What are you talking about,
bro? No one.
They were a top 3 team in the West,
and we still picked Bron them to win.
Bro, Wayne, top 3 team in the West, but we got number 4 team in the title contenders. Come on, don't be nasty. They'll be nasty.
What you
Stop
mean?
it.
What? I don't understand what you just said to me.
Memphis last year were considered true contenders because of their roster.
No. What? First of all, Steven Adams got hurt, and Brandon Clark got hurt. They had a lot of injuries. No one thought the fucking
They
Memphis
were playing
Grizzlies
really, bro. No one. If I look at their standings last year, and they were the number 2 team in the West.
They were the 2 seed. That doesn't mean they were title contenders.
Stop talking to me.
No one took, bro.
Stop talking to me.
Anybody out here thought Memphis could go to the championship game?
No.
Stop talking to me. Number 2 team in the West, not contenders.
That don't mean anything, Chubbs. No.
I think first of all, I think the Timberwolves team
had a great regular season.
I think the Timberwolves team is a better team than
that
Memphis Grizzlies team, anyways. But I don't think the Timberwolves are just a playoff team, man.
They're definitely. He just told me the number 2 team was a title contender, and now he told me the number 1 team is a playoff team.
Yeah, I did. How you like that? How you like that?
So we're possible contenders. I think we all agree they're possible contenders.
Possible.
That's
My shit's hate. That's crazy.
That's hate. Chuck, that was hate. You mad because we said that.
You mad because we said the
Thunder gonna get swept.
We got a number 4 in true contenders, but we can put everybody in true contenders or possible.
The number 1 4 team is the defending champ.
I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
I don't care about that.
All right.
Care.
They really ran it back for real. They kept their starting 5. I don't know how we can't have them.
And nothing else. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, San Antonio Spurs.
Playing. Not to make it right.
Playing? Fuck no. What a lottery team.
Number 1 pick.
Lottery.
Again.
Yeah.
They're running it back.
I think Detroit's gonna get that.
Utah Jazz. I got the Jazz as a playing team.
You think they're making it?
I think they can make the play-in. They're fighting with the Warriors right now. That was a good game yesterday. Then they can find a way to get in there.
I actually have them falling down into the lottery. But
see, I can see that could be a large team, but I could see them sneaking in. So I think they are going to keep the Warriors at pat. So that's why I said, like,
I have another team in the West that I think that's going to sneak in. So that's why I don't.
Houston Rockets action?
Yeah. I think the Rockets will sneak in.
Smooth, Chubbs, Utah Jazz?
I mean, I wouldn't consider them a lottery. So, I mean, I guess I have to call them a fan team by definition.
We can go with that. I mean,
I think the Warriors. I definitely think the Warriors will get over them though. Warriors and Lakers.
But you can see them battling them out for it.
Mm-hmm.
Chubbs, do you agree? All right, Los Angeles Clippers.
Title favorites.
All right, I thought I was gonna be the only one to say it. I got them as title favorites as well.
Yeah, I got the same.
All right, look at us come to agreements. Phoenix Suns.
Playoff.
I probably would put them wherever the Mavs are.
No.
I
don't trust this team at all.
I don't trust Bradley Beal.
I don't trust.
Look at your chest now.
Tables are turned. Look how the tables are turned.
I ain't saying about Bradley. I just don't trust that team.
He's
the superstar Bradley Beal. You can't trust him. Crazy. I got him as true contenders.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna say possible. I was gonna say possible.
I was close to possible.
I have them high on possible. I have them high on
you know, half these teams that we're putting in these things are going to be first round exits because of just circumstance.
We'll see.
What you mean?
We'll see.
Yo, you understand what I'm saying, right? Like Suns could very well lose first round, but we got them true contenders or whatever.
We're talking about what they look like right now. Today. We're talking about what they look like right now.
That's right, because they could play the Nuggets. I see what you're saying. If the playoffs started today, they would play the Nuggets.
I'm saying we're doing this where we put all these.
So I'm fine with possible then. I'm fine with possible contenders then.
I mean, playoff, whatever.
They're not possible. They're possible contenders.
For the Nuggets playoff team, you said?
I said possible contenders. We'll put them in the back. Portland Trailblazers, lottery. Sacramento Kings.
This team kind of.
I got them as a playoff team.
Their playoff. They disappointed me. They took a step back, in my opinion.
They definitely did.
Buddy.
Yeah, playoff.
They had all that momentum. I don't know what happened.
The New York Knicks.
This is hate. Playoff.
I disagree. I disagree.
I said this is hate.
Wholeheartedly.
This is hate. I'm
Damn.
playoff. Playoff.
I'm fine possible. I can't put them in the true contender list.
Hey, they're number 4 seed. That might be a true contender right there, man.
I'm not. No, I'm not doing this.
I'm not doing true contender.
And
Title favorite. Hold
and
on,
they
bro.
made some big trades.
No, y'all trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling. I like
no,
this
DL
roster,
trolling with
low-key.
the title favorite. DL
I think it might be true contenders.
It's chaos in the East right now, man.
Look at their
Bro,
bench.
Chaos. Joel Embiid's down.
Look at
The
their
Bucks
bench.
don't know one. Celtics is the only thing, the only thing together right now.
I like them.
The
But
Knicks been
not
playing
possible
very
contenders.
well. No, I'm not gonna put them as title favorite.
Because they need every
But-
like they're like they're
Can't
the
argue.
Cowboys. They need everything to go right.
You can definitely argue. Shoot, yeah, they need a lot of things to go right because they got the team.
They're possible.
That's why they're possible contenders, because they need some things to go right.
They're right behind the Mavs.
I was gonna put
Not
them
true.
right behind the Bucks or above the Bucks. but
So y'all think they gonna say second round?
They're going
Yeah,
to the
I think
second.
they're gonna get easy conference final.
All right,
I don't
like
think
what
they're
they
going to
did.
take it.
I just love what they did.
all right.
All right, New Orleans Pelicans. I got them playoff team.
Playoff team.
Yeah, I agree.
I do think they're the best of the playoff teams, though. Charlotte Hornets.
Lottery.
I agree.
I agree with the lottery. Brandon Miller been hooping though. Shout out Brandon Miller. Houston Rockets. I got them in the lottery, Joe. Feel like they fell off.
I got them in the play-in.
I got them in the play-in. If Jazz, they can make a little run.
I feel like they can get
Mhm.
into it.
All right.
What
I
you
like
got,
that
Dio?
team. They're not going to do anything, but
I mean, I don't hate
Man.
it, but I don't think they'll make. I don't think they make the play in, but I don't think they're a lottery.
they are currently
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
They're
they're a
11.
step above
They're
lottery.
They're 11 right now.
they're
they're
they
behind.
are
They're 11 and they're
they're
tied.
4
they're
games
tied-
behind,
Yeah.
6 games behind the Lakers.
All right. Miami Heat.
Playoff team right now. Right now, they're playoff team.
playing.
Is Jimmy back?
They're the front of the playoffs.
He's going to be in their playoffs. He just had a death in his family, so that's why he's not.
Yeah, I
he's not
know
hurt.
that. I'm just saying he's not playing though. So that's fine.
No, but I'm
Tyler
saying
Hero-
in the playoffs, he would be there. He would have missed.
Tyler Hero's hurt.
No.
I already know what Lane's gonna say.
I'm torn because I haven't seen much, so I have to go off what I also see, and what I think they can do. So I'm gonna have to say possible contenders.
Y'all know where I'm at with it, man. I don't trust no other coach more in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hey, we're gonna be like a jury deal. We're gonna be here stuck.
Then
I said possible. What's wrong with possible?
Eric's
I said
Eric's
possible,
first.
yeah.
When we're healthy, we're one of the best teams in the league. I say true contenders, but I will settle for possible contenders.
Possible is still a possible. There's a chance. 3%,
I don't believe.
remember?
Clip this, because I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. Look at
They would play the Cavs.
What?
Yeah,
I think we can beat the
I think
Cavs.
we can beat the Cavs.
100%.
I think we can beat
So
every single team in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not a possible
I hate-
contender.
man.
To me,
Don't
So
ask me
makes
no
no
more rankings. I'm done with this shit.
So,
I mean,
but listen,
hold
on. I don't think.
makes no
Why? So you're acting like if they're impossible contenders that they still can't lose in the first round. Possible contenders, like this is a team that we think they can still have a chance to win.
I literally tried to say the Pacers are possible contenders, and I was wrong.
We are getting off track. Either
For the
we're
same
basing this
reason.
off of what
You just
we want
told
to do
me.
in the
Yeah,
playoffs,
bro,
or the
but
caliber of the team we are now. Because the
And the Pacers are a
76ers
better
are not
basketball team than the Heat right now. By far.
We're basing off of them now.
Now
You
both of
said
y'all, I
winning.
can't understand what's being said. So
You said winning. You just said a lot of winning if healthy, whatever. We're talking about right now. Right now,
no,
they're the
we're
seventh-
healthy right now. Right now, we're healthy. If the players
Yeah,
were to
that's
stop,
seven.
we're healthy.
My grievance
Yeah, let's have this.
is my grievance.
And we were
is,
the 8th seed last year and made it to
Wayne,
the Eastern Conference Finals. The
my
year before
grievance
we made it to the
is-
Eastern Conference Finals. Same team,
fast forward.
same coach.
So if
So
you can
fast
say that
forward
about the
to
Lakers, because the
right
Lakers
now.
came in as the 7th seed and went to the Western Conference Finals.
but
If you can say that about the
haven't
Lakers,
ranked the
why you
Lakers.
can't say
We haven't
Huh?
ranked the Lakers yet.
you haven't ranked the Lakers? But you just said that the Lakers is not a
What
contending team.
what I said
Is
was
it-
the Pacers
But
can
my
win
thing
a
is
few
they're
games
in
and
the
be a
playoff
possible
run.
contender win a couple rounds.
Y'all putting them,
And y'all said no.
I'm just confused at
But
how we doing it.
You
That's
just said the same thing for a 7th seed.
That's all.
Yo,
But we're talking about the Heat and Eric Spoelstra. Let's not act like we're not going to use context
Bro.
here.
bro,
When
guys,
talking
we're
about
not
the
just
Heat,
just because you're a 7th seed or a 1 seed. That doesn't mean you're supposed to. That doesn't mean you're truly the best team, right? Just because you're a 1 seed, that doesn't mean you're going to the championship. Just because you're a 7th seed, that doesn't mean you're going to get a first.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think the Timberwolves are going. I get that. I
that's
get
why
all
they
of
put
that.
them in
But
possible.
So we didn't put them in title favorites.
the thing is, if y'all putting a both, given where they are now in their rankings, I guess is what I'm trying to figure out.
That's
So
what I'm
not
trying to
in the
say.
rankings, but also the caliber of the team. Is that not what we're putting into
That's
factor when
what
we're
we
ranking
were
these
doing the
teams?
whole time.
Or are we just talking numbers?
So who we bumping? Because that's who we bumping out.
In my opinion, when I'm thinking about somebody out, we can bump somebody up.
Caliber team.
Chuck, you just got outvoted on it. Stop being salty.
Bro, I'm looking at this roster. This is a
But everybody
caliber
else-
team.
But everybody
Back to
else,
the tier list, man.
You didn't
Compared to the
box score watching.
you know what?
This is
You know
box
what?
score watching. That's
You know
fine.
what? You know what?
But
Y'all
Wayne,
can
like,
put it wherever
that is
y'all
equal.
I'm
want.
not
But
so much
I
the
did it.
Pacers
What's gonna happen
balling
in the
this year,
playoffs?
and we didn't give them a chance. We
We
just
know-
disregarded all that.
Oh, that,
Y'all
They're
niggas gonna happen in
balling?
the playoffs. Y'all can put them in the playoff team.
You
if y'all
put
want.
the Heat impossible.
Y'all
They're
can put them in-
balling.
But we're talking about the history of this team as well. The
I don't
Pacers
give a
have
fuck about history.
of damn losing. They don't
I
have
don't care about
playoff
history.
experience. This Heat team has
I don't
been to the
care about
Eastern
history.
Conference Finals 3 out of the last 4 years.
Congrats.
What are we talking about?
Congrats.
They have
this
one-
specific.
Congrats.
This
the
specific.
best coach. They have the best coach
specific.
in the NBA.
But does that not make sense? Because we brought this up for other teams. We brought the caliber of
The
those
Nuggets. That's
Mavericks.
the reason we
brought
You did.
So we didn't
Yeah,
bring up the
yeah,
caliber of the
you're looking
Mavericks
at
that
it
the
wrong.
Mavericks got. Luka,
Yeah,
that the
that's what I'm
Mavericks
saying.
got.
We brought the caliber.
Say that. Mavericks got Luka.
Listen, we just brought the caliber of when you brought the Suns up, and we was about to put Suns in true contenders, but you said the Nuggets would play the Suns. That's why we bumped them down. So we're just trying to get a sign of how we're doing it. That's all we're doing. That's all
No,
we're at.
exactly.
And
I
that's
also
why.
said
And that's why I'm fine with putting the Heat and the Cavs in it because I think that's a pick'em. I don't think there's a clear favorite.
I want them
in that
I want them in
series.
playoff team. I really want them in play.
I want them in playoff team as
but-
well.
Wayne, let's put it in playoff team, bro. Just put it in playoff team. Let's put it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it in
Y'all
playoff
good.
team because
That's my reason I want y'all in playoff team. I don't think y'all good.
you don't think we're good, but every year y'all don't think we're good.
I
and
know.
we go
I
to
know.
the-
I know.
Whatever.
I
man.
know what
Whatever, man.
happens. I know what happens.
Come
You
on,
have-
let's go.
Y'all
Come
good.
on, let's go.
All right, let's go to Chicago Bulls.
Your
Chicago Bulls. Chicago
roster
Bulls.
is worse than the team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals the previous year.
That's a lie. Our roster is better than the team that we had last year. What are you talking
disagree.
about?
I
How do
disagree.
you
First of all,
disagree?
First of all,
Keep
Wayne,
disagreeing.
you just said
He just disagreed. No, Joey. He just disagreed to disagree. How is the roster we have now worse than the roster we had last year?
Disagree, Chubbs. Go
You had a way
ahead.
better. You had a way better bench. Shut the fuck up.
We had a way better bench.
Last year you did. Yes.
You don't.
I don't know who's on your bench this year.
Who came off the bench for us last? No. Who came off the bench for us last year, Chubbs?
Max Strus, Gabe Vince. I know your team.
They didn't come off the bench. They did not come off the bench.
Gabe
all those guys started with Jimmy Butler, Bam, Tyler Harris.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you our starters. I'm gonna tell you our starters.
Tyler was healthy.
Tyler was healthy. I'm telling you. Guess what? Tyler was not healthy for the playoff run. So by that logic alone, we have a better team. He didn't play. He played one half of the entire playoff.
Kyle Lowry was coming off the bench.
Josh Britton. Okay. You guys got it.
Kyle Lowry was coming off the bench.
Hey, you guys got it. Put possible contender. I don't give a fuck anymore.
No, we said playoffs.
Terry Rose Deering. He said our team is worse.
We said playoffs, bro. We said playoffs. We already
we gay on. We gay to y'all.
Playoffs.
Terry Rose Deering. You're right.
Play in.
Your team
is
elite.
The Chicago Bulls are a playing team. Yeah, they are a playing team. The Chicago Bulls are a playing team. In fact,
yeah, Chicago Bulls playing. Yeah.
Man, with these.
He just said our team was worse. That's crazy.
Right, y'all biased.
No, we added Terry Rose here, but we're worse. It don't make no sense.
That's why you can't let them win.
Y'all biased. Y'all biased.
Brooklyn Nets.
We put them in playoffs. What are we talking about?
Y'all were dead and set.
We're on the Brooklyn Nets.
No. We're done. This is the last thing I want to say. You said we'll put them in playoffs, but this motherfucker above me want to put them true contenders, and you're not biased. Shut up.
Possible. He said
shut up. No, he said he wanted to go true.
I said I want to go true, but I'll settle for possible. That's what I said.
True, but
settling is means you didn't really want to put him there.
I didn't say true.
No, but I was fine with putting him in possible because I knew I was not going to get the true defender.
I'm just saying.
I already knew I was going to get the true
defenders. The people that went to the finals last year. The people that went to the finals last year, yeah, we lost, but we got better. Did we not?
Wayne
not for the Chubbs. We didn't get better. We got worse.
Wayne just said that he trusts his team solely on his coach. That's for me. That's great.
What you mean?
And we solely don't trust our Bucks based on Doc Rivers. Right? So what are you talking about?
We can't trust Doc, but we really trust Spoelstra. Why can't that?
But y'all just suck. It just so happens that
you know what's crazy? If it wasn't the Heat, y'all would be fine putting them in true contenders. That's the crazy shit.
No, I got them at playoff teams. Swear to God, right now.
No, I feel like because it's the Heat, y'all try to put them in true contenders. Thank
you. That's why I'm mad.
Based on what they did, the fact that y'all didn't want to put the Nuggets in true contenders is crazy to me already. Because I was about to put them in title favorites.
Hold on. Wayne's logic is, you see where Miami went last year? Let's put them back. Right?
They're better this year.
They got better this year.
Like, I don't. All right, whatever, bro. Whatever.
And we just said the East is shaking. No, I said it's not shaking. All right, bro. Where we at with the Brooklyn Nets?
Bro, hold on, man. Hold on.
Because
you know the Heat is one game behind your favorites, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, that's fine.
They just have the same amount of losses. They just haven't played. They just played one more game.
The Pacers are above them, but the Pacers are definitely not possible contenders.
I'm just saying that was your favorites. Those were your favorites, though.
Okay, that's why I'm keeping this energy.
Okay, I got you.
It's not the same energy. It's not the same instance. It's not the same context.
Right,
it's not the same thing at all. All you're doing is looking at season rankings and say, "Oh, the Grizzlies were a title contender because they were the 2 seed last year."
Wait.
When no one had the fucking Grizzlies.
Your logic is we went to Eastern Conference Finals and we got better, so we got to be true contenders.
Because the last two, we've been in Eastern Conference throughout the last 4 years. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't care. I don't think y'all that good.
All right, man. Yeah, but you thought the Grizzlies were amazing. Next.
Last year, yes.
Yes. Brooklyn Nets, man. Brooklyn Nets.
Number 2 seed last year. They were good.
I had them winning the Nets.
They were a regular season team. Got differentiated too.
That's cool.
They were like the Ravens.
That's cool.
Next.
Hey,
let's go.
Stay biased. Look at you.
I got
talk about my team. You love my team.
They're on the border for me between lottery and play-in.
They're
on the border, but I'm gonna go with lottery.
Getting into the play-in.
I'm gonna go with lottery. Yeah, I'm going with that one.
Yeah, lottery. I got lottery. What you guys got? I just don't see a way for them to get into the play-in.
Oh, we got some good teams left, boy. Oh.
Yeah, so get into the nitty-gritty.
You put them in lottery. They ain't making a plan.
Yeah,
That's the problem because they're not necessarily a lottery team. But
Oklahoma City Thunder. I have them as a possible contender, meaning they need a lot of things to go right in order for them to get into the Western Conference Finals.
You said possible?
I consider possible a lot of things. To me, to be considered contender is a team that I can vividly see easily getting to the conference finals. And they're not a team that I can easily see getting there. So,
yeah. I want to put them at the tail end of true because I can see the odds. I can see the odds probably falling in their favor. Meaning I can see them taking.
Let's say playoff.
I think they do match up well against the Clippers. I think the matchup is better. So I think that game can go a little bit further on. That series can. But if they match up, I think the Nuggets is just a bad matchup for them. So if they see them, that can be a problem. But also, I feel like if they see the Mavs, that can be a problem. I think that would be a good series.
I think the only team the Thunder could be in a playoff series is the Pelicans.
Damn, that's crazy to say.
That's why they're a playoff team. There's no team in the West that would.
All right, yeah, I want to be the one to say it. I think the Pelicans is the only team they could beat.
They may not be the Pelicans, honestly, because the Pelicans, to me, the Pelicans, if they play to their full potential, can actually be a good. But no, the Thunder, they just too young, too inexperienced, and that's just for that simple fact, in my opinion. So I have them as playoff team.
I'm fine with putting them in playoff team.
We're gonna put OKC in playoff team. Y'all serious?
Skip me.
They could be the top of the playoff team.
Skip me.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, what team can you seriously see them beating in a series?
Just skip me.
Seeding don't really matter to me.
That's what I'm saying. Seeding don't really
I think.
matter.
Hey, let's be real. I think OKC can beat the Suns. I
don't think they can beat the Suns.
I disagree. I think they can beat the Suns.
I think
OKC could beat the Suns. I think they.
Why do you think they could beat the Suns?
They could beat the Pelicans. They could beat the Kings. Mavericks. I think it could be a good series. It probably can go either way, bro. To be honest.
No.
And the reason why I say that is because they do have like the matchups. Like Shet is really him. Like he's really him on the field. But so on the court. So if you don't have a good matchup against that, he can really kill you, and Shot can also kill you in both ways.
Offensively, Chet can't kill you yet. He's not there offensively to kill you. Shea can kill you, but he can't kill you to the fact. I don't think Shea can will them to win a series. He can will them to win a game or two, but he can't will them to win a series.
I'm very high on Shea. I've been high on Shea since last year. I think he can do that. I don't
think they have an answer for Luka and Kyrie. I think Sabonis.
I said that series can go with. For
Sabonis,
me, that series is a tough.
Sabonis will put Chet in the rim. Chet's too.
I don't think Sabonis is. I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't really see it.
And then now we're looking at the Lakers. If they had to play the Lakers, they would lose to the Lakers.
I think they were surprised. I think they were surprised, you guys. Man.
I don't think they could beat the Clippers.
If you guys think they're a playoff team, I feel like I'm outvoted. Chubb's not voting, so
I don't know why he's not voting.
I'm gonna say playoff.
Because are they true contenders, Chubbs? Because they're the second seed.
No, I'm not voting because I said a couple weeks ago that I have them in the conference finals, so I'm not voting.
Yeah.
So you had them as possible contenders then.
He does have them as possible contenders.
You put him at the back. Hey, man, I'm just giving you my 2 cents as to what I believe. You know,
I put them in the middle. I agree with you, DM.
I got you. I mean, I understand what y'all saying. I'm thinking about the matchup, so I'm like, it probably can happen.
Yeah, I know when it comes to basketball, I'll be on your ass, because I'll be making y'all stick to your words and what y'all face.
I can't wait.
We gotta make you stick to your words, sir, because you be going around your words.
I do. But
Next team, the
guys.
Golden State Warriors.
Playoff team.
Play in.
Playoff. That's crazy.
Play in.
They going to the playoffs.
Joey, if they had to play in the play today, they would have to play the Lakers. You got them beating the Lakers?
Yeah.
Hey, Wayne, experience.
They would have to play the team that just swept them last. They just have to play the team that just swept them last year.
So, Rick, come back different.
They got more grit than Braun and AD.
You heard what Jimmy said.
We were just talking in the beginning of this podcast how it's over for Clay, but now all of a sudden they about to be Braun and AD.
Please, Clay.
Oh man, nah.
The Lakers also have experience.
You got them as a play-in. I mean, play-in, man. It's cool. I just said playoff because I had to say playoff.
That's because you're a Steph bandwagon.
Bandwagon? No, I recognize greatness and then I see the hate, so I got to stop it.
All right, I'm not going to ask a question for this one. Not even going to ask a question. I think we all got Boston Celtics as title favorites. Los Angeles Lakers.
True contender, man.
Oh, Wayne got out of here. What happened to Wayne?
Did it on accident. Where do we have the Los Angeles Lakers?
Contender.
Where? What you said? I got to move it closer.
We saw what LeBron did last year, right? We see what LeBron does in the playoffs, right? So,
yeah.
Where do you have right? I need to say it louder.
True contenders. What do you mean?
Chubbs, what do you got? Chubbs, what you got?
So you got a Chubbs. You got a title favorites.
What you got there?
Where you got him, Chubbs?
Yeah, bro.
Title
Come
contenders. Fucking get out of here.
Title favorites.
You got title favorites, true contenders.
Title favorites.
You got title favorites.
So you see the contradictory when it comes.
Hey, you know, I'm just doing this shit because I'm tired of talking about this shit.
I knew.
Because of you.
Hey, Joey, you know what's so funny? When they was talking all this shit to us, I knew when it came to Lakers, they're going to go against their word.
That's what I asked them.
They were sitting on a 7th seed, but they're about to make the 9th seed. Title favorites and title contenders.
That's how Wayne's taking this so to heart. You know I'm doing this shit to fuck with you.
I knew it, Joey. I knew it was going to happen.
I know y'all have them up there. So why are we acting like this with the Heat? We didn't rank them yet, but we here. We're here. I was waiting for this moment. Why, DL? Tell me why.
Just like y'all believe in Eric Spoelstra, I believe in LeBron James. So yeah, we see what they did last year.
We seen them get swept in the Western Conference Finals.
Okay,
not the Finals. Western Conference.
Dwayne, that you also have in true contenders. So that's not a rebuttal. So I mean, it's fair. So you can put the same two in the Western Conference Finals in the same category, regardless if they got swept or not.
No, you cannot. So we might as well put the Heat as title favorites because they beat Boston in 2 of the last 3 years, then, right? So the Heat are title favorites then. By that logic?
No, that's by your logic.
No, that's by your logic.
You just said it. You just said it.
That's by your logic. Hey, Jay, hold on, Joe. Jay, this is why we like to talk basketball because we like to keep you true to your word. Full circle. It wasn't even 5 minutes later. It wasn't even.
Y'all do this with the Heat every single year, bro. Every single year.
Bro.
All right, hold on.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna put them in the Heat and possible contenders. I was fine with that.
I said possible contenders, but hold on. For the last 3 years, right? We've been talking about the Heat, and we say we do this every year with the Heat. Every year with the Heat, where have we been?
The thing that bothers me.
Where have we been?
By that logic, any of the fucking top 6 teams are possible. If anything can go their way.
No, it's Heat.
It's not like I put them
we didn't put the 2nd seed in the playoff team tier, so no, it's not.
No, y'all did.
I mean, I truly
Y'all
believe
did.
I said I had them higher, but
Y'all did.
I had them higher, but Chubb's you got them going to the Western Conference Finals. So I understand. Stand on business. It's 2024.
This is hilarious to me. Y'all try to catch it. I just knew it was gonna happen. I just knew this
You
was going to
understand? I
happen.
said that off
Knew it
of
was gonna happen.
troll shit.
So where are the Lakers at? Where do you truly have the Lakers at? You
They're a
don't have the
playoff
Lakers
team
at.
because they're going to end up playing in either 1 or 2 seed and lose.
I'll tell you right now, they played OKC Thunder. They're beating
No,
them.
they're probably going to play the number 1 seed.
They play the Mavericks. They play the Timberwolves. They have a pretty good shot at beating them. The only team that can really definitively beat. There's 2 teams I think the Lakers don't want to run into to get to the Western Conference Finals: the Nuggets and the Clippers.
And the Miami Heat.
I think they feel the same. I feel
Right?
right. I think they feel very strong about playing every other team in the West besides the Clippers and the Nuggets.
Hey, they don't want to see Miami in the championship.
They beat them. So
they've actually may want to see us in the championship.
Yeah.
I guarantee if that happened that week of that, we got this. I know that's how you're gonna be.
What you want us to say? We gonna lose?
Right?
What you want us to say? Come on, man. No.
So where are we gonna put the Lakers for real?
I got them.
I'm saying right now, playoff team. Wherever tier y'all got the Heat at is where y'all got to put the Lakers at. That's my feelings.
That's pure hate right there.
I think they're the same caliber teams. It's not hate. I think they're the same tier team.
I don't see
so wherever you put the Heat at is where you got to put the Lakers at.
What's the difference?
That's my train of thought. So we would have put the Heat at possible contenders. Lakers are possible contenders.
That's
we put the Heat at true contenders.
Lakers
would have been true
the
contenders.
Suns are really a fucking playoff team at that point. But I got shit for that.
I think the Suns are closer to true contenders than they are a playoff team, in my opinion.
I do agree with that with the Suns, but I mean, the Lakers they're bumming it up, man. I got them as a playoff team too, but we'll see. We'll see, guys. So we only have one true.
I feel like we got to bump another true contender in the East.
You know,
and I feel like if Embiid isn't hurt, I think the Sixers are that team that's in the true contender range.
Of course. I felt like you guys wanted to put the Knicks in true contenders.
No, they're the Dallas Cowboys.
The Knicks?
Yes.
I would feel more comfortable putting the Knicks there over the Bucks.
Cavaliers. Bucks? But okay, yeah.
I like Cavs more than both them teams, but that's just me.
I like the Cavs more than both them teams too, but the Knicks beat the Cavs last year, and the Knicks got better. So I could see the reason for not putting the Cavs over the Knicks.
Yeah.
Magic. We got Magic. Where we got Magic?
Magic. Big
playing.
They're making playoffs.
I got them either last playoff team or the first playing team.
They're better than the Warriors. Are they better than the Kings?
Are they?
They're not better than the Warriors.
Orlando's
Let's not say that.
Orlando's getting their first televised game nationally in a while.
Let's not say that.
They've earned a lot of
Warriors,
shit.
And I don't think they're better than the Atlanta Hawks.
They're playing good basketball.
I think they're better than the Hawks, Joey. I don't think they're better than the Warriors, though. Actually, I think them and the Warriors are the same exact thing. Yeah, I think you're just saying that because of Steph. But as an actual team, they're better than the Warriors, actually.
No.
Now that I think about it.
No.
They are. They're playing good.
They're playing good, but they're not better. We talking about playoffs.
They're playing as a playoff team. They're not playing as a play-in team, is what I'm saying.
We talking about playoffs, man.
We're talking about right now.
There was a second seed in the East, Joe.
That don't mean nothing. We talking about now. That don't mean nothing.
And right now, the Warriors are fighting for the 10th spot with the Utah Jazz. So no, they're not fucking better than the Jazz.
It's caliber.
Orlando is 5 games ahead of the next team.
They got
they're
4 rings.
Playoff team.
They got 4 rings, and they got the same.
I don't care about their 4 rings, Joey. No, they're washed. They're washed.
They're not washed. Joey. Curry is still doing his thing. Curry is still balling.
Curry's the only one that's not washed. Everybody else is washed.
I low key like what Orlando did on their roster. I like their roster.
Orlando is.
I think they need a guard. I think they should have tried to get DeJounte or they try to get a trade.
But Wayne, they got Cole Anthony, they got Anthony Black, and they got Jet Howard. I mean, that's not doing anything. Like Jalen Suggs guard. Jalen Suggs baller. Come on.
He playing good defense, but no, it's not moving.
They got both
on the come
Wagners.
up, man.
They can shoot.
So, do we want to move the Knicks or the Cavs up to the true contender list?
I'd rather go Cavs, but
bro, I'm hating, so I'm gonna go Cavs.
All right, I'm hating too. I hate New York.
Crazy. I moved this over here. No facts.
Hey, I'm hating, bro. You see where the Heat at? I'm hating.
That's true.
Y'all try to dirty.
All right, move the Bucks up then. Don't move neither one of them up. Move the Bucks up.
No,
move the Bucks.
why not the Cavs?
Move the Bucks up.
Bucks or Cavs?
I'm gonna say the Bucks.
I mean, by
the Bucks
I'll
at
put the
MVP.
Bucks too.
I'd probably put the Bucks.
He said
They got more room to shake things up. You can put the Cavs behind the Knicks.
yeah, thank you, Joy.
All right.
Everything.
See, I don't mind this
I don't like
because
the magic there. It's ugly right there. Yeah.
the teams in the playoff could end up losing to these teams that we have possible and true. That's the
Is this our best tier list?
I think it's
No.
I don't like Thunder there, but that's the only thing I don't really like.
Everything after the first two is terrible.
Why you got Thunder behind the Pelicans though? Put the Thunder in front of the Pelicans.
I think, yeah.
I mean, it's just hard. Like, I guess
I think the Thunder are
it's
better
always
team than
been-
the Suns. That's my grievance. My only grievance.
You think the Thunder is a better team than the
Than the
Suns?
Suns, yes.
All right, so let me go through the list for our audio listeners. So, in the title favorites tier, we have the Los Angeles Clippers, Boston Celtics. True contenders tier, we have the Denver Nuggets and Milwaukee Bucks. Possible contenders, we have Minnesota Timberwolves, Dallas Mavericks, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Phoenix Suns. In the playoff team tier, we have the Miami Heat, Los Angeles Lakers, OKC Thunder, New Orleans Pelicans, Indiana Pacers, Philadelphia 76ers, Sacramento Kings. Playing teams, we have the Orlando Magic, Golden State, Atlanta Hawks, Chicago Bulls, Utah Jazz, Houston Rockets, and the good old lottery, we got the Brooklyn Nets, Toronto Raptors, Memphis Grizzlies, Hornets, Charlotte Hornets, Washington Wizards, San Antonio Spurs, Portland Trail Blazers, and the Detroit Pistons. Pretty good tier list if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. A couple gripes there on that beat topic, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all
And in the perfect world, we're supposed to move the Heat and Lakers to the true contenders tier. That's just me. All right, fellas.
I wouldn't hate that.
And everybody that listened, that was the last topic of the episode. We will be back on Monday to discuss some NFL news and discussing the harsh truth about each NFL team. All right, man. Y'all got anything I want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Chubbs, thank you for the coach, man. He's shaking things up over there. Appreciate it.
Who?
Coach Weaver, the guy from Ravens.
Oh yeah, I mean he'll be good.
Shaking things up.
He'll be good.
I like it. But no, that's it. Hands up.
So next time, man, we'll holler at you, DL. Let's get on some 2K, man.
Be friends. Friendship.